Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Hussain Bushpolachi YouTube channel is with you, and we are still discussing regularly on the West Asia war, particularly the Iran. We will now discuss the skies, airs, and their implication on public health, particularly what had happened to the air quality and air quality index in Tehran, where the attacks were on the 6th and 8th, a huge smoke actually engulfed the entire Tehran city, and we will see that how the health system was functioning there and what the implications or consequences are on the lungs, eyes, and skin. And let us move to the presentation side, but it is the 18th day, and the situation is going to from bad to worse, and there is no let down or there is no slowing down or even there is no approach from any side to halt or stop this war. Even the Strait of Hormuz is blocked and a lot of medical supplies, trade and essential food all are affected. Even the energy, particularly the LPG, which is one of the important cooking technology in the urban areas where because the coal and other things are not available and people are used to such thing. And in India, lot of rows are being seen there. In Pakistan, still we have a situation under control, but even today, the meat has jumped from 600 to 700, and already the oil prices are going upward in the international market. And the world is feeling more tension from this war because it can escalate into regional and as a World War III also. And you know that all other wars were fought on the ground, but this war is either fought in the ocean or in the sky. So that is a unique situation. And let us see what are the air quality and the sky health of Iran, and we will compare with Karachi, which is a non-warring city, but we will try to understand this also. So I should share my presentation with you, and if yes, this is presentation. And you can see that this is a situation in one of the country under the war. Perhaps it is from the Dubai or UAE, not from the Tehran, but you see that the children life as well as the health system is still functioning and their female workers as well as the child health is looking little bit satisfactory. And let us move further. What is situation? So unbreathable air in Tehran, public health consequences on lungs and eyes of children and citizens is the main topic. And in the background, you can see that how the situation is that the after the death of the supreme leader of Ali Khamenei, and even now we have rumors that Lari Jani and even the Netanyahu both are not alive, but still the news is to be confirmed. So the at least 14 hospitals as per WHO have been attacked and more than uh, 5 health workers killed and 1,500 also injured or in different conditions. And million of people are shifting from the places and many others are on the move, but still the Iran resilience is exemplary and the doctors of Iran are not crying or asking for the help, but the Red Cross is very much there and Iranian Red Cross is very strong. I have a experience in flood. We received a beautiful tents from the Red Cross of Iran and they were so beautiful as well, healthy, just like high quality tents which served and saved many people from the harsh rains in the flood in 2010 and even 2022. But I have 2010 experience with me, and I appreciate the efforts of the Iran. Major strike on the refineries and on March 7 plunged the Iranian capital into a toxic gloom as black, highly rain fell on the Sunday. So this was 7th and 8th. In the Tehran, the sun was blotted out by thick black smoke blowing from oil facilities that continued to smolder. CNN correspondent Frederick Pletjen described the secret at scene at the Tehran Sharon oil depot as apocalyptic, means this is a situation which is just like ending everything. Adding that breathing the air feels quite toxic. Let us move in the Pakistan because Iran is our neighboring country and we share the Gulf and the Arabian Sea in the same route to the Indian. So the air and toxic material can reach to the skies of Karachi. The Pakistan Meteorological Department cautioned that the pollution resulting from the recent US-Israel attack on Iran oil sites could worsen air quality in western part of the country of Pakistan. So, due to the recent situation, the winds may carry pollutants and deteriorate air quality in the western part of the country, which means Balochistan and the adjoining KPK area. But Karachi is also a big city and it has its own implications. This is a picture which I have already shown to you, and yes, the Iranian Red Cross Society warned civilians of severe health risk, cautioning that significant quantities of toxic hydrocarbons, sulfur, and nitrogen oxide, which is a result of the acid rain, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and hydrochloric acid can be there because mixing with the water can be. And the sulfur here is also called white sulfur, which can even burn the bones also, not only the skin. So let us move impacts on children health. Respiratory damage is most important. The toxic smoke containing heavy metals and sulfur compounds causes immediate damage to respiratory because in the bombing and other arsenals, the metal is used, so their pieces or their fumes can make the air toxic. So the children, elderly individual, those with the pre-existing condition are at the highest risk. Here, children, why I have selected because in the one of the podcasts, it was shown that the in one of the New York City, it was mentioned that please limit the speed or slow the speed because the house of a deaf children is on this road. It was a board. So you look how they are caring for the children, but they killed 160 girls in Iranian schools and they have no sympathy, no mercy. So this double standard is against the nature, against international law, and even these kinds of damages to the respiratory to keep the uh, enemy on their uh, run. But what is the crime of these small children, angel-like children? Their lungs, their eyes, their skin is being damaged. So acute symptoms, respiratory residents have reported difficulty in breathing, eye irritation, skin rashes, and headache. The headache is because of the toxic material going towards the brain. Long-term health risk experts warn that the intense exposure to particulate can cause permanent lung damage in children and significantly increase the risk of cancer over the long term. Uh, Hospital emergency visits, the combination of war-related toxic smoke and existing high pollution level has led to the massive influx of the patient in the hospital, particularly cardiovascular and respiratory disease. Public health crisis, 170,000 people have sought emergency care in a single week in the end of this year, but now after the war, you can see that this number can be tripled and quadrupled. So the hospital system is under Iran health environment officials urge residents to stay indoor and wear masks to reduce exposure to the extreme pollution. This is a report from the Washington Post. But at 18th day, when I checked the air quality of the Iran, it was moderate range because below 50 is considered safe. It was just 58. But if you compare it with the air quality of Karachi, it was 81, and even the particulate matter was 24. And here was not mentioned, it is not clear, but you can see that the air quality of Karachi, which is a non-war city, is bad than the Tehran. So this shows that the climate change is another more dangerous war, more dangerous to the human health and to the mankind than the Iran-US war. That is one lesson, but the air quality is one of the prerequisite for development, health, and even the functioning of the society and cities. This is a Lahore situation which is still bad. So look at this. The Tehran is air is better than Lahore and Karachi, and you can see that it is 51. And this is Tel Aviv, the Israel side. It is still 44, and the you can see that the microgram is also 8. If you compare with the Karachi, then it is Lahore, it is PM 2.5 is 27, and the Karachi is 25, and you can see that Tel Aviv is showing air quality 8. So look at this situation. Dubai is 78, even better. And this is a Karachi, which is a peaceful city, but how the pollution and the air. This is latest. The Dubai is showing a situation changing and which is going towards the toxic because it shows that the war is heading more towards Dubai than the even the airport of the Dubai has been. And this is a Karachi. You can see that the air pollution is somewhere very high, and still it is dangerous. But toward the seaside, it looks that this is a better situation. But the Karachi shows the red alert. You can see that. With this, I think I am ending this, and the message from this take-home message is that the war air quality is still acceptable, but non-warring countries, just like Karachi, Lahore, they are showing the worst air quality. Second, the children health is paramount and the civilian health is paramount. These black smokes, these missiles, the air attacks are just to threaten the enemy, not to the citizenry of Iran, particularly children. But even then, the health system of the Iran as well as other countries is functional, and I think that shows that the world and the health system has learned how to function And if any casualty, any attack on the hospitals or any other places where human life is, whether it is Tel Aviv, whether it is Tehran, whether it is New York, we as a doctor stand for the peace and for the security and for the life. And many doctors, nurses, medical personnel, they have same risk as the population to die, to be injured, but still Iranian health system is not collapsing. And in previous videos, I have shown that at least 50% services are functional, and the shadow channels are providing them the drugs and supplies, and they have underground hospitals, maternity rooms, as well as the how to escape from the bombardment. And even I was told, one of the anchor person, that even in Tehran, 300 bazaars are open on time at 8 a.m. and they are closed as usual. So this shows that Iran health system is showing way forward to the other systems, that even worst of the worst situation, the health system can save the lives. Even the blood banks, they are functional. Vaccination programs are going on, as well as there is no such food emergency announced at least. And the Iranian people resilience, motivation, and with living with dignity shows that the health, life, dignity are combined against a superpower. And I think the Iranian people will reach to the peace, dignity, and their lives will return to normalcy. Dr. Hussein Bushkolachi is giving you this public health perspective because all other channels are discussing either attacks, bullets, and the power of the fire and missiles, but nobody is looking towards the public health. Even WHO, the depot or the hub in the Dubai is not functional. So I think a safe health corridor should be provided to the all the countries under attack, but more so towards the Iran, because it is the target of the two nuclear powers and against the Iran. So this is the asymmetry, and we don't want asymmetry in our health system. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe and share my YouTube channel, and press the button icon, and write in the comments from which country you are watching this video, and if the content information is useful, and this is also useful to the undergraduate, postgraduate medical doctors, emergency doctors working in Iran or in other Middle countries, that how in such situation you have to work on the pattern of the Iran and save yourself, save the lives of the people anywhere. So medical profession is a noble profession, and it has already shown even uh, in the crusade wars in the Palestinian, uh, in which the Richard and Qazi Salahuddin are, so the Memunai and other doctors, they stopped the war because one of the commander was sick, Richard was sick, until he recovered, and even they provided the medicine. So that glorious example is one of the how the Muslim doctors and Muslim warriors can face the challenge and can uphold the ethics of the medical profession. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.